This is honestly gonna be a tough video for me to not only give my opinion and react to and check it out. Once again, I saw the small little clip, but I had to get the full context behind it. So we're gonna be checking out Stephen A. Smith, his side of the story from the LeBron James approaching him during the game, and having a heated, like, not even argument. It was like, you know, just confronting him. And this is pretty much the first time I can honestly say that I don't agree with LeBron on this one, unfortunately. I agree with LeBron on a lot of things, you know. I take my hat off to him because of all the things that he's been having to endure in his life and his career, and taking heat and having thick skin and taking heat to what people have to say about him, you know, good or bad, and talking trash about his game or about if they don't like him even as a person, which is crazy to me. That's a whole nother story. But I had to disagree with him on this one. I absolutely do. And I've never really disagreed with LeBron pretty much on any situation, especially outside of basketball. So from this to be coming from outside of basketball, where he's, you know, approaching Stephen A. Smith and, like I said, confronting him, I just don't get it. Because your son is a NBA player. And I know that you had to have known that when he got drafted to the NBA, just like how it's people that still talk trash about LeBron game. I know that you had to know with him becoming an NBA player, everyone have the right to give their opinion on his game. Stephen A. Smith is no different. He have the right, you know, to give his opinion on Bronny James' game. And LeBron didn't like that. And he that was the reason, supposedly, that he approached Stephen A. Smith, which I truly don't understand. That's why I say I don't agree with him approaching Stephen A. Smith, because that's the case. Don't just approach Stephen A. Smith, approach even other players that said it, or even other people. Like, approach everybody then. Approach the whole world who watched the game and have a negative opinion about Bronny James' game. Now, me, myself, I personally don't have a negative opinion about Bronny James' game because he's only 20 years old. I don't know if they expect him to be jumping from the three-point line at 20 years old, or doing these, or having an unbelievable stat line where he's dropping 30 and 40 points every single game. I don't know if they expect him to go in the late second round, being drafted 55th, I believe it was 55th pick overall. He was drafted 55th pick overall, and y'all want him to come in and average, what, 25 or 30? He wasn't a top 10 pick. So, like, if I'm LeBron, I would make a public statement to everyone saying that. I wouldn't just directly go to one person and be mad at them for stating their opinion on an NBA player. Because overall, that's what Bronny James is. He's an NBA player. So I don't agree with LeBron on him handling this situation like this, especially if it was really just about Stephen A. Smith talking about Bronny basketball abilities, his game. He ain't talking about his outside life or nothing. He spoke on his game, on his craft, on his career that he does, like he do everyone else. So you want him to treat your son differently than he's treating everyone else? He talks stuff about your game. That's why I don't understand. I didn't understand LeBron's thought process on this one at all. I would have to disagree with his thought process on this one and approaching Stephen A. Smith. And that's crazy because, like I said, I promise y'all, I pretty much agree with LeBron on just about everything, on how he lived his life, the role he decided to take, you know, with certain decisions, you know. I pretty much agree, you know, even when it comes time for him leaving different organizations. If they not trying to win championships, then what is we doing? Y'all not trying to get the pieces I need? What is we doing? I'm out of here, you know? Hey, do what you need to do to be great. But this, I don't agree with. We finna get into this, man, and see what Stephen A. had to say about it. Like I said, I saw the clip, but in the clip is just a clip as I showed in the beginning. You can't even hear what they're saying. So Stephen A. gonna break it down for us, I believe, and talk about what was said and his opinion or his thought process, how he feel about everything. Let's get into this video.
Stephen A. Smith spoke about that confrontation with LeBron James on First Take, but now he's gone on the Stephen A. Show on his YouTube channel and has revealed what LeBron actually said to him, and also revealed that several other NBA players don't speak to him for the exact same reason. Here's what was said.
I was sitting courtside where during a timeout.
What? What? Hold on. And you got other NBA players not talking to him because of... Come on, this can't be true. Is this really true?
I believe it was in the third quarter. I was confronted by none other than LeBron James himself. LeBron had some choice words for me in regards to comments I've made prior about him in regards to his son, Bronny James. Before I get any further, let me just put to bed a couple of things that have been reported that are false. People was talking about LeBron called me out my name, or somebody else saw somebody said he called me a bitch, somebody said he called me a punk, and all this. None of that is true. He was fine.
I don't know if y'all know, but LeBron don't even use he don't even use that like word, the B word. I heard NBA players tell him he don't play that, and he don't even use that B word stuff. Like, that's not how he talk with the whole B word. So I believe Stephen A. Smith on this one, that he didn't call him. I don't think LeBron called him a B. LeBron been playing in the league for 22 years. Other NBA players said he won't call and you better not call him. He don't play that B word stuff. So I believe Stephen A. Smith on this one.
Fiery. He approached me during the game. And he said, stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son. I said, what? Nah. Man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son. And I saw...
Your son, I understand. Yes, he's your son. But he's an NBA player. Stephen A. Smith's job is talking about NBA players. That's the only confusion I have. That's literally his job. That's what he get paid to do, to talk about sports and NBA players and football players. Like, that's what he get paid to do, literally. So that's what confuses me. I've never heard Stephen A. Smith talk about Bronny James outside of basketball. I only heard him talk about Bronny James in regards to basketball in the NBA. And that's his job. You telling a man to stop doing his job? That's what confuses me.
How furious he was. And
Stephen A. talk about every NBA player game though, like whether it's good or bad. If you're not playing well, he's gonna say that. That's his job.
I said, we can talk about it later. Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. I said, all right, dog. Fine. And he walked away. That's all he said. I knew what he was talking about. I've spoken about this before. Matter of fact, I heard that not many, not all, but a few players were upset at me about that. I think one player in particular was Draymond Green, who I haven't spoken to since and has no desire to speak to me primarily because of this, I suppose. And I found out the way that I found out, which was last night while I was at the game.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, maybe it's something I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know if it's some other comments besides the comments that I've heard when Stephen A is only talking about Bronny James' basketball abilities in his game. If it's outside of basketball, then I agree with LeBron. But so far, all I know is Stephen A was talking about Bronny James' basketball abilities and his basketball games. That's all I know. So if that's all Stephen A talked about, like I said, I disagree with LeBron. I totally disagree with him. If that's all he talked about was Bronny James' basketball abilities, I disagree with LeBron. Like, that's his job. I just don't understand. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, though. Y'all let me know in y'all opinion what y'all think, if y'all agree or disagree with LeBron. Like I said, this is the first time I disagree with LeBron on something. So I'm pretty shocked. I'm pretty shocked that LeBron feel that Stephen A shouldn't be talking about Bronny James' basketball ability when his job is to talk about basketball players and football players and sports, boxing, and like that's his job. He talks about sports. He talks about, he give his opinion, his critique, and quote unquote his expertise about the game. Your son is an NBA player. I don't know how that's going to work out. I really don't. I don't know how that's going to work out with your son being an NBA player. He talks about NBA players. And when I say he talks about NBA player, I'm talking about he talks about their basketball ability, their games. That's it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down about it in the comments below. I would love to know y'all opinion as well. Let me know if y'all agree with me or disagree with me. And if y'all was confused too, I would love to know. Comment down below. Hit the like button, though, if you enjoyed watching this with your boy Jamal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see y'all next time.